I'll make a personal request to find out where these people park to go in there to vote. We'll make sure they can't leave until they rescind it. I know where it is, bro. I know where it is. I know 10th Street, about a block and a half behind where we were parked. Got it. Keep it rolling tight. We need to block them off. They ain't going home. Alright, copy that. Well, this is not a check because somebody new talked, if somebody in my chat said it didn't pass, it was not enough.
Should have never been written, and there should have never been not one yes vote on it, even though it was written.
Take the road that we were parked on and come up about a block and a half from where we were parked. There's a little outlet where that building is right there, and that outlet's where they come and go. There's an exit on each side of that. I want to be on the one on 10th Street and the one back to the east. There's another entrance, and I believe it goes back to the south over that way. Somebody else needs to get around and block that entrance. I'm going past it. We're going to circle around Franklin D. Roosevelt Park, and we're going to end up right at 10th and O.
Your daughter.
He's jumping off. You go down 9th and make a left on O. It says no left turn. There's a big sign there, but I can go all the way down and go around the park to Q Street, and I can ride back up on 10th. You tell me what you want to do. That's how we're going to make a left then on O Street. We're coming down on 9th. We're going to make a left on O Street where it says no turns. This is a trolley lane. You're going to block a trolley lane right here. The trolley too. Come on, drivers. Here we go. Back. Hey, we're in the trolley lane. That's going right back up the pit there. You guys are going to block this whole damn thing. No, bro. There's a bear on the left here. Has no idea we're driving down the trolley tracks. Go to the other side of this building, Sean. I got this. Take a couple in. Come up behind me. Well, guys, turn up. Just left. You tell me where you want to do it. I can go left on 11th right now. You can do whatever you want. Turn left, X-ray, turn left. Blast the horns when we stop. This is a building. I bet they park right there. It looks like they park right there. That's where they park. Right there, steady. This is where they park, guys. This is where they park on my right. There's another spot on my right. On my right, there's a spot on my right. Sean, look to your right, brother. Yeah, brother, I see you. Pull down that there, you can park right here at me. Let me know when we home. Got the alleyway blocked off and the road.
We need is all them people to come down here. Right here where we got it blocked off and join us is what needs to happen. Everybody that was down here.
TT down, mama. Alright guys, field trip time.
Yeah. I was on the sidewalk. You whipped off and caught me standing there. Where?
Dude, are you okay?
I know we were on. Yeah. I mean, you can't catch him. I mean, I tried to get in the car and he spit in my face. And,
You got a license plate number?
no. Yeah. Somebody's got it. I'll get it.
One of the drivers did have it.
Yeah, someone said they had it.
I'll call the ambulance.
No. I ain't hurt like that.
He's been hit harder
Well,
than that.
again, I mean, at the same time.
Well, I was hit and run.
Absolutely.
It was hit and
well,
run.
it was probably assault if you, right? So I would.
Well, I don't.
If you find the license plate, we'll call West Sac PD.
Okay, cool.
Or, I mean, even if it's tonight, right?
I'd rather find him. But that's all good. Yeah, if I find him, but they he took off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is
like
this is Sergeant Kemper. He's a good dude too. These guys are good. You should promote him.
You guys all been good, us, dude.
No,
Yes.
he's one of the good guys for real. Like I wouldn't bullshit you guys for.
Yeah, you guys are all good guys, man. All you guys are.
Bring it over here, dog. Come on, bring it over here. What?
Oh, bring it in. I thought you said Marine. So,
No, my son's in the Air Force, though. That's cool.
So's our son.
All right, now introductions are made. I'm trying to be the guy, right? So obviously, what are we doing here? I know what we're doing, but
We're saying it's inappropriate to kill children after they're born, and discuss this with two people would
all right. So
sit there and think about their decision.
The law enforcement has been awesome, guys.
what are we going to do for you guys to get you to cooperate with us?
55 pounds of brisket.
I'm not in Texas, man.
I'm hungry. I like the way you think. Or that's on somewhere.
Maybe tri-tip, but not.
Yeah, 10-4 Sergeant. We respect you guys for out here for any violent reason. We're not here.
That's right, we back the blue.
And to bring awareness to the fact that legislators in California are coaching. Yes, totally non-violent. We're not going to lock them in with chains and padlocks like we might do in the morning or anything like that. Chains and padlocks on a few doors, trucks in front of a few exits, block a few trolleys, shut down an airport or two. We don't want to do any of that.
Well, I mean,
Law enforcement has been awesome, y'all.
Like, people don't realize, like, oh, we're just going to increase the price of gas. They don't realize we get all of our food. We get 99.9% of our food from the hard work and effort that you guys bring.
Point to one thing here that didn't come out of the ground and touch 3 trucks besides you.
But again,
Nothing you're wearing, right? Nothing we're wearing, nothing on this building didn't come out of the ground and get delivered by more than 3 trucks.
oh, dude, the windows, when they brought the windows here, the guy literally had a job for like 9 months just on his rig. He's an owner-operator, just driving windows for 9 months, just delivering windows, right? Like, and again, it goes to like, there is a group of people in the United States that doesn't have to wait in line. They don't have to pay for the They don't have to. They don't have to be affected by the homeless person dropping their needle.
Okay, thank you.
And I can't say this. I can't say this. I can't say this.
He's really good.
No, I can't say this. What's the
There you go. He's really good. I know.
Yeah, the cops are being cool, you know.
Like, you know how many times I've been out on the freeway and about to get run over, and a big rig driver stops traffic for me so I don't get run over? So back in the day, and I go, I'm not doing it. Because last night I was out on a family, and the big rig driver blocked all lanes so that I didn't get run over. And I was sick because this guy driving this rig is doing a good job. I don't
No, Mike's not getting a ticket. He was actually on the phone with the police officer to begin with.
Right? You know, there's 48 states. There's 48 states in the United States that require you to speak English to drive. Isn't that weird? Isn't that so strange?
There's no drivers getting tickets.
Wild, right? Kaboom. Right.
Radio? Yeah, but it's not on, dude. Hold on there, Skippy.
The loading dock blocked off, and we got a lot of police here. Where are you guys at?
They didn't hear you. Truck wasn't on.
Sorry. Hey, what's up?
There you go. Now you're lit up. You're ready to go.
All right, guys, it's X-ray. I got all the exits at the Capitol blocked off. I got all the entrances blocked off. We got a bunch of bears all around us in suits and uniforms. I got bears behind me.
Everyone's
Tell me
being
where you're
cool.
at. Everybody's being cool. Come back. Where you at? Are we on 3?
Set 3 abreast, 4 abreast right here in the road on 10th between N and O.
Roger that. We're 3 abreast, 4 abreast on 10th between N and O. Hold your position. We're holding right here. We're talking to the lead police.
Somebody tried to block it down on those guys.
Yep, just hold your position. I'll come find you when we're ready to go. Hold your position. Don't give in. The Bears are being cool. Everybody's being
That's
cool.
right.
but
Everyone's
eventually
being
they're
level.
stepping up on us, all right? So get those LRADs ready. Get your earphones ready. Get vegetable oil ready if they crack smoke on us. Hey, this is our stand. Hold fast. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys.
Got people on the street supporting us right now. They don't like it either.
If you need another truck somewhere, I'm extra sitting here behind a couple guys.
Got bears all over too.
Watch your left side, Vern.
Block the trolleys, block the entries, don't let them out of the building. You got change, here's the padlock. Coming back. I'm happy to be beside you over here.
We gotta have it like 4 o'clock right to take it for stuff.
But
I know, right?
what we want to do is like dash cam.
That's Sam, I'm coming up here, 236, where you going?
Chucky, all good?
When we need to get these trucks, let's get everybody loaded up, dude, and let's head to the location. There's a plan in place, dude.
I started a new stream, so it should be back up. It just takes a minute. I had to restart. Can you not hear me? Can you not hear me?
Are we going to be able to get through this way?
What's that?
Are we going to be able to get through this way?
No, we're gonna have you come out this way. Which car is yours? Can you not hear me? Okay, great. The stream should be back up. I transferred to the phone. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I'm sure they knew what was going on. Yeah. So if they want the license plate number, just plaster it in the Discord or in the chat. Henry Jack Frank 118. Where's the guitar? Where's all the stuff? You should be jamming out right now. This is like... Well, then why not go in there and correct it? Seven HJ 118 was the vehicle that did the hit and run. Well, I guess my truck's not going anywhere anytime soon. I don't know. What's he doing? What's the officer doing?
I'll probably write me a citation. I don't care.
Oh, well,
I don't care. They voted. You heard, didn't they?
Yeah.
Babies, yeah, they voted yes. They made it legal to kill babies, and I'll go to jail for that.
Yeah. So the officer just walked up and asked you for your
my registration.
For your. Oh, wow.
Sure did.
It's probably just over the yes. Hey, what's going on? All right, copy that. I'll pass that on. You're welcome. I'm running.
Cops are being cool.
Well, I noticed they gave us this block. Did you notice that?
Yeah, see that.
Yep. There you go. Yep.
We're ready to get tickets. Now we're blocked in.
Yeah. Base camp is sending food and reinforcements.
But I think that's a protection.
Dude, where'd you come from?
Came back.
I know, I was texting the old lady.
Came back.
I'll put us in parking areas.
Right.
If you want to go to parking areas, that's fine.
Not blocking a driveway.
Right.
That.
You do that thing?
Because they can block it without a drive. Well, they still have to see us sit here.
That's what I'm saying. They see us. Okay, real. And we're out there.
Where these trucks move out of the way.
Yeah, we're out.
Get in there.
Put all the semis here in the cars. We'll figure out.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run back to this side.
Don't get hit.
I know, I sort of caught it.
Do you have it on video?
Not completely.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
Who was asking for the license plate for the hit and
Hit
run?
and run? Yeah, so,
yeah, it's 7.
Wait, don't tell me.
Okay.
But it was in West Sac.
Yes.
So I imagine the guy that got hit can call West Sac PD.
Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody said you guys were asking for the plate.
Well, no,
so.
no. If you have, that's why
I have the plate. I caught most of it on camera.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, just you're going to want to call West Sacramento Police Department, and I don't know if they have something online or if what they do, but obviously he's going to have to be available for West Sacramento.
I'm really concerned about it. I don't know that Chucky's really worried about it.
Well, I was concerned because he was like limping up
Yeah,
there,
he's
and
limping a little
I was
bit.
like,
He did get hit. The guy was extremely aggressive, and then got on the freeway driving aggressively.
I told him that I'd call an ambulance.
Yeah.
I think it's 50.
What are they trying to make you guys do?
They don't want us to
Work legally?
That I don't know. I don't know the logistics of it. I just standing back, and the cops have been awesome. They've been cool.
You guys can expedite that. I really appreciate it.
I'm being square with you guys right now. I'm not trying to play games, but we're really calm.
Yep, they're all going to move.
So, no, I know. Okay. So, we'll get this straightened out. Then I go get that side straight. Okay, perfect. If you guys can expedite that, we're working. We were just discussing where we're going to put what.
Hey, Joe.
Okay.
Why are your officers writing tickets to the drivers on the other side?
They're not.
Yes, they are.
Okay. I don't know if they are yet.
Okay. I was watching them write tickets to the drivers.
Well, that's the check with the captain. Well, Kemper's good with this.
Why didn't you guys just start lining them up on 10th Street in front of the Capitol where you were earlier? Yes, we can do that. That's what I'm saying. That's all right. I get that. Like, what we can. All right. I worked on this side of my So let's take it. I literally have the whole literally teach you. Emergency vehicles, whatever it may be. It's not. It's kind of serious, right?
street.
It's what we
So
here. Or on the side, mostly over there. I'll have those.
Whole street is no parking.
Okay.
That's truck loading, and I keep loading and unloading my
Are you
truck.
the main contact out here, or me here?
Yeah, I've got all the contacts.
Okay. All right. So let's take step by step. Let's get this going. And then if you could work with me and us, and we'll work with you guys. I'll have a call. Okay. All right. Well, let's get these things moving.
Yeah, these and 10.
Just give us 2 or 3 of them.
So you want us all these trucks out of here to another spot?
No, there's 7 of them, right? Give us
Because the whole street says no parking.
Well,
they're
also not allowed to block the roadway.
They're allowing us.
And you're not allowed to block drive.
The lesser of two evils.
Let's take steps here. All right. Let's take steps. Get them on the curb. Not blocking.
They're waiting on us to give them the words.
I got people over there. Across over there.
Okay, like I said, let's take steps.
Alright, guys, let's plan this back up.
Let's start opening the roadways up
Make sure I
here.
understand.
Thank you. Yeah, so what the convoy has agreed to do is park without blocking driveways on both sides of the road, keeping the roadway open to emergency vehicles. And they're coming over to the other street where I'm walking now to tell them the same thing. Seems as though Highway Patrol was quite honest about saying that they're working with the drivers, they understand, and I asked about the ticket that was being written that we saw over here, and the officer said they're not writing tickets to the drivers, but we saw the officer getting ready to do that. I don't know if he wrote the ticket, but they're going to come over here and they're going to open up They're going to open up the road. Oh, they already did. They already moved all the trucks. Probably went on CB and did that. So, trucks are already moved. Oh, look. They're actually in there watching. California State Assembly, AB 2338. And look, they can't even keep the video up there either.
Yep, it's a very peaceful conversation.
I know, I literally am the homeless officer downtown.
Oh, literally not homeless. I'm literally teaching Yale. Thank you. Just give us 2 or 3 of them. Do you want us? No, there's 7 of them, right? Give us 3.
Well,
We'll just leave it.
they're allowing us. They're allowing us. And you're not allowed to block drive. So let's take steps. All right, let's take steps.
They're waiting on us to give them.
I got people 3 across over there.
Okay, like I said, let's take steps. Let's start opening the roadways up here and get these driveways clear.
Like I'm ready. The officer that no one was in the building anymore. Back when we were talking to us over there, said they won't be at the kitchen that night. Yep. Can I just shake this? I don't want to just give you a hug. Oh, thank you. We're here for you. Thank you.
What are they suggesting?
I don't know. I'm on the outside. I look over and you're all. That's exactly what she's doing. She said, I got this.
We just did our first session of Cholo Fit, so we're full practice.
And then you.
I get to use my Cholo Fit.
And then after you top it off with chips and salsa, you said? That's
Chips and salsa.
You gotta celebrate with a little. Alright, I'm gonna go listen to you over there.
Okay.
What to do.
But it'll be back into this one. Right now, even though this I will work on that.
Well, yeah, let's get you out of here as soon as possible. Let's get the unsafe ones, wrong side of the road, blocking driveways, we need them out right now.
It would be just us and Mike.
You know, that whole spot may be open, that whole area because that road closure's off now. So you may have a significant amount of spaces on the end street and everything as well.
I see Big D. Big D's way back there. You see him on the other side? There? I think we're gonna have to watch Pop move the trucks though first.
Well, we should get unloaded here for you guys.
That chairs are easy, dude. Where's that coming from?
I know they were. We're good. Yeah, we're good. And on barbecue. Yummy? Yeah. Yummy? You guys hungry?
I'm actually like
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Have a big old party here. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Very good.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thank
Let's
you.
hop back in the rig. Big D's on the other side over there.
Y'all get your damn trade horns.
They're bringing our horses in. We're going to get trampled.
So what's the plan, Rubber Band? We camping here?
Mike!
Mira! Look!
Well, they better move the horses because my horse is a little bigger.
Those are pretty horses. Look at them. So where are we parking?
We're just going to set up right there. We're going to have a barbecue right in front of there.
Sounds good. I got the chairs. We have plenty of Dr. Thunder. The phone's on charge. We're good to go.
We need is all the people that were down here to get back down here. And we'll just have a big old barbecue. They were more concerned about me and Mike.
Yeah, because we're on the wrong side of the road.
They need to move them cars out of the way. Should blow the horn. Look at the trucks are. That ain't no problem. We got a couple chairs. Mike and Amanda's gonna need a chair. I don't think he left his back at the camp.
I've got 2 chairs.
I think I'm gonna back in right here. If you go to the right past this light, I think you'll get in.
Yeah, I see it.
Right there, where it says 25 miles an hour, but where the meters are?
Yeah.
It says no parking.
No.
No parking. Oh, wait, 6 meters. You can go past it.
Yeah, I still always just mosey along like this as far as I'm concerned. Keep coming, Mike. Keep coming. I got your eyes back here if you want to back up further. You got 15 feet.
I'm just gonna set this down here next to Sylvia.
You out of town already? Hi, Charlie.
Who's got the air mattress?
When we were driving home, we heard how that vote went. And all of the big truck drivers got a little bit worked up. They refused to go home. They demanded that we turn the whole convoy around, and they demanded that we take action. You may or may not be aware, at that time, we drove directly to the building where the vote occurred, and we blocked off all the entrances and exits to the building. At one point, we drove the wrong way up tram tracks, and a train came at Jeff east-west over there. A train was running right at him, hit the horn at Jeff. Well, Jeff's got 6 train horns, and he hit the horns back, and the train stopped. Mike Landis pulled right in front of the vehicle checkpoint, the secure vehicle checkpoint, pulled his truck up there and put it in park. Trucker G did the same thing behind him. Big Red and Big Blue blocked off the loading dock and the access ramp for all of their employees and security as well. I pulled, yeah, well, I was barely there. All right, no live streamers, I wasn't even there. But it was fun to be there, let me tell you. Yeah, I blocked off the road myself. We did what we had to do. All right, we did what we had to do. Now, we didn't take chains and lock them in the building with padlocks or anything like that, but we let them know that we weren't happy. About 40 police officers showed up on bicycles and on horses and in person. They were up on the roofs watching us. Aircraft were in the air, and we negotiated with them, and we decided that we were to stay in the area, but we would park legally. That's what we did. Then we were smart enough to realize that we all need to stay together like a buffalo herd. If 1 or 2 buffalo are off to the side, that's when the wolves are going to get them. Right? So we did a great job organizing very quickly. Our operations are good, are tight.
1464, the one that would require law enforcement to enforce the public health code, was also tabled. That was supposed to be voted on today. Actually, we found that out last night, I believe. But we didn't all get to talk last night because we were rolling back in from town late after almost going to jail. So there's that. But
real close.
Yeah. The one thing I do want to say is just so you guys know, the police believe in what we're doing. They are on their side, but they do have higher ups to answer to, and they're trying to walk that line, which is why they've been really cool with us. They bought us time yesterday from something that was supposed to happen that wouldn't have been good. So just everybody keep that in mind, that they they are on our side. They believe in what we're doing, and do not harass them too much if we're in a situation like we were yesterday. Just be cool with them and they'll be cool with you. So we support our law enforcement and first responders here in this group. So appreciate y'all, and you want to go on your special mission with X-Ray today, or he'll point you which way to go, but come find him, and we'll see y'all back here later on today.
So we're at Governor Gavin Newsom, not the governor that was gifted to him, inheritance, according to my sources. We are up in Fair Oaks Hills.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I kind of lost track. I watch on my TV. That's like about It's awesome, man. You gotta get him to accept one of these. Give him a flyer? Yeah, give him a flyer.
I think former military, no matter what, will always have respect for each other.
It's just sad. What does this say? So that's what it says right there. It says your. Cool guy. Yeah, most of his security detail are really good people, actually. They'll talk to you off camera. He's living like a king, man.
You know, this place was bought for him by a lobbyist.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the deal that I remember. There was a deal that was made, right?
Yeah.
It was. This was. The
Yeah,
house?
they wanted him to investigate it because it was purchased by a lobbyist for him.
Okay. Pay a kickback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, is what it was.
I pay attention to national and international news. I live here, and I can't keep up with the junk going on here. I've almost given up. Can't vote anyone out. Can't vote anyone in that's any good. We have a super majority here of Democrats for.
Oh yeah, I know.
In over a decade. What do you expect?
30
Go to
years.
hell.
30 years.
Oh, Los Angeles Fire Department.
Yeah. And yeah, I know what's going on here.
It's disgusting, man. And YouTube, I got banned for talking the truth, right? This was before the big purge happened on YouTube the first time. They started getting rid of all the patriots, right? And basically, I'm sorry, I lost my. Anyway, I got so much on my mind.
Did you recently lose your job?
No.
No.
I'm retired. I'm 20 years retired.
Oh, okay.
Put in 30. Retired for 20.
Those are Highway Patrol.
Oh, now they're going to block the street, actually.
Wow.
They don't usually block the street.
Huh.
They're not breaking any laws.
Well, I got to go get my ride back.
Yeah.
Actually violating
They're going against the First Amendment. March on!
Supposedly people live.
Stand up for your freedom, California. Tyrants work for us. of California.
I was like, this guy did. He was saying, just give him a heads up. I said, I was told.
871 adds CV-19 injections to the list of immunizations for public and private schools, regardless of FDA approval.
We'll get it figured out.
AB
What's the idea? Is that
classified anti-COVID medical procedure as unprofessional conduct, subject to discipline by the medical board. Your doctor will no longer be
30 minutes, an hour. If you guys need us to leave, we understand.
Hey, this is a roadway. We're just going to close it temporarily here and talk to you and figure out what we
SB 1464 will require law enforcement officers to enforce public health guidelines.
Just loving some freedom, man. Loving some freedom.
Hey, what's up, brother? Doing good? Good.
Do not enforce public health guidelines.
Have you had one?
Four. And the fifth one had already gone up the hill. So 5 highway patrol. Now it took about what?
Let me get on the phone real. I'm gonna touch base with the guys back at camp real quick.
Which group is this? There's a couple different. So we've got Riddle's group.
This is Eddie's. I'm supposed to be the leader in this little.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the 4-wheelers. There's no trucks. There's no, what they call a 4-wheeler. And what I've been doing, we've just been looping around. People have been handing out these. I mean, we have made a little noise. We've done a little honking, but I wouldn't consider it doing it. Sure. It ain't like we're just coming in.
Oh, I know. And I'm sure that the neighbors, I mean, they've been through this before, but and so have we. So
The founding members of the
we'll figure it all out.
Okay.
So
you want us just hold up here for now, or until we get it figured out, just hold up? They're going to figure out what legally that people, Convoy people can do. Very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Kylo River, Bumpy Wick,
Yes, sir.
your U.S. Senator,
Sure they do. They're state patrol.
Alex Padilla, Diana Feinstein, your U.S.
They have jurisdiction over the entire state.
Nancy Pelosi.
Just because the sign says highway patrol. But the school doesn't. Times, but you know, they had to come up and respond. I'm actually surprised it took them this long. Yep, a lot of tax dollars. You're right.
Take back your freedom, United States.
Here's a 6th highway patrol car. So they have 6 units. There was one officer per unit, so there's 6 officers up here now, including whatever officers are at the estate. You want to call it that?
The great state of California.
Property.
Governor Newsom, we will never be silent. We will never go home. We will never stop fighting for freedom for our children, our grandchildren, and every future generation. We are a peaceful protest. It is time for every citizen of this great state of California to stand up.
No honking horns. Excessive noise 27001A of the vehicle code says you can't do that. If you guys want to cruise around, not block traffic, you know, obviously demonstrate your First Amendment rights, that's totally fine. But the violations of the law we have to enforce.
I understand that. So no horn honking.
No horn honking. If you guys want to fly your colors, and obviously you have a right to.
We have passed some of these out to people that want them.
Sure,
You know, we're not running up and sticking them on doors.
Absolutely.
But if people are out, we're handing them out.
Appreciate it. So if you could pass the word about the horns and excessive noise, would be good.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
Noise ordinance as well.
Yeah. Say again?
Noise ordinance as well. Okay, so I mean, bullhorns and all that stuff, that's part of, I mean, although it's a separate section.
Yeah.
Okay. But we
because it's a residential.
Yeah, we prefer that you just kind of
So ease off on the bullhorns.
I have a quick question. I've been here numerous times, and I've been out here at 2 a.m.
way in with my boombox dancing in this street right here, and they didn't do a noise ordinance. And I'm just wondering, did something change?
They did something not.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I
They're still in. So,
Like I said, we're here to make sure you guys have your first memory.
Yes, sir,
Make sure we're all on the same page.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Whatever.
All right, let's pass the word.
So this, we got an issue with the horns.
The horns and the noise.
Well, the noise. But I mean, I wanted you to be specific.
Decibel levels.
No, Sharina, the difference is Antifa wouldn't talk to them. Well, they wouldn't have this conversation with the high level like this group is doing. So that's the first difference. They would have had the same problems, except for they don't ask permission, they just do, and they.
So just
you see how that ends up. There's definitely a difference in tactics. This is a very peaceful crowd. You see how they're working with the officers. They want to know what the law is and what they can do. They're going to allow them to drive around, but they can't break the noise ordinance law, just as the CHP told them that they won't get cited. Sounds reasonable, and so they're going to continue to have their right and drive around and pass out flyers and so that's the difference. Antifa hates the police, and that's clear. People who don't support the police aren't going to talk to the police and organize. I have seen it on occasion where they've had a person who is a part of the organizers that will work with the police to make sure that the group's safe, things like that. Sometimes there are those moments where they do that, but typically Antifa, they're not about the police at all. So that's.
So I don't know if you break somebody's neighbors enough to want this.
Republic, society, that kind of thing. Okay. Yep. Especially, and we're in a neighborhood, regardless of who, wherever. So just so we know. Okay.
Okay. I'll back this up, let you get on your way.
Okay.
And then I'll get in touch with you.
So CHP is going to move their vehicles
Some folks will take
and open up the traffic light, and they're going to hang out. It sounds like and just enforce the codes, which would be the noise ordinance that the drivers were warned about.
No, a lot of these they have
Police said,
but they're very good people, and they put their life on the line.
They because it's a residential neighborhood, they cited the ordinance that they will have to enforce. So Eddie has agreed to, follow the law as good Americans do to a certain extent. There is a time and a place to.
Take a break. Just let me know anytime.
This is like paradise on earth, man.
Thank you.
Again, bullhorns might be a problem for that noise ordinance.
Oh, for sure.
So
This is the guy right there in the car, I think.
you have a right to stand out here and yell. But I think the minute you use an amplified device, you might be breaking that noise ordinance.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your service.
That's saying something. So, and the thing is, we can do this every day.
There might be a whole different one after 10 p.m., but let's see, he's going to go into Newsom's.
I tried to go. So, I was at Target the other day.
Humboldt's in the house, baby.
Don't believe it.
It's our state. I gotta wait for my ride to come.
That's probably not that bad.
as a question of law, when you were citing the ordinance that you've asked the drivers to follow as far as noise,
Vehicle code, yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
honking is bad. If they yell with their voices, honk honk, is that illegal?
There is a county ordinance for noise
Excessive
violations.
noise.
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day, we want to. At the end of the day, we want to make sure you
we
guys.
should
can
cite him because that was a little loud.
We'll call you decibel meter.
That's my okay. That'll be my new nickname, decibel meter. Okay. No, I was just
Everybody
curious.
gets one. They don't get to choose their own though. But
Yeah, right.
We appreciate
Hey, were you up in Canada too?
No, sir.
Oh, I thought
No,
you were in Canada.
I wouldn't be allowed to go to Canada.
Oh, okay. I was watching so many people, man.
Yeah, no, but you notice the
Sense8.
Canadian streamers were able to come here.
Yeah, what's up with that? They come here, but we couldn't go
that's
there.
just how free America is.
Oh, yeah.
Communist Canada wouldn't allow me to go up. So
Or misleading by any means, including the internet. This is a direct assault on freedom. It violates our First Amendment rights.
today, aren't they?
This is tyranny.
And then
Senate Bill 1184 that authorizes school health personnel to disclose children's medical information without parental consent to a third party.
I'm just saying.
This is a huge violation of
Get in the
medical
back of
and
the
privacy
bus.
rights.
This is a good guy.
So from 7
I
a.m.
met him over there.
okay, to 10
I met
p.m.
him
and then
over
from 10 p.m. to there's different levels of noise ordinances, right? For this one, it is 55 decibel levels. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that is or anything, but I know that's louder than that.
Well, I have it turned on like half volume right now.
Right.
I turned
okay.
it down specifically because I knew
Okay.
that it was like
All
too
right.
much.
We got it.
I know on.
You got a decibel wheel?
Go for it.
Let's
babe.
try it.
I know on full volume.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Lower it down.
it'll be a gamble at this point if it comes up over 55. We're writing a ticket.
We're talking 93.
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes.
So I want everyone
Continue
excited.
talking.
Continue
And not
to-
using
All
this,
right.
please.
He's being. So just talking. Yeah. Just talk.
I would appreciate it. Okay, and I'm sure the
Back of
neighbors
the bus
would
moment.
appreciate
Rosa Parks gets
Yeah.
back of the bus.
So,
one of the other guys said that if there's different laws if I'm walking, if I'm on the street,
Yeah.
if I'm in a car. He said if I'm in a
well,
car, I can't do it. But
in
he said
a
if I'm
car, yeah,
walking-
it's just different sections.
you-
Yeah.
So there's if certain decimal points from 50 radio real loud, in the boom box, okay,
Right.
that's a section.
Yeah.
I mean, there's sections for everything. There really
Right.
is. So if
Rules
you have a
for
new
me,
car,
not for me.
so
Is this for Oaks or Sacramento?
this is Sac County.
Sac County. So
Sac
it'll be on
County.
their Sac County.
Yeah, Sac County. It's I can give you the section if you'd like.
Yeah. Please.
It's Sacramento County.
What's this
City
amendment read
Code
right here?
8.68.
To make no law respecting the establishment of religion or
And I'm sure I could
free
find a
exercise
whole bunch of
thereof,
other things.
or abridging
But
the freedom
I'm
of
not going
speech
to.
or the press.
I want you
or the
guys to
right
have
of the people
fun,
to
enjoy
peacefully
yourself.
assemble and to petition
Simple
the government
This
for
law,
redress though of applies grievances. to
How's that?
Noise,
Like on the
noise.
on the
Here
sidewalk,
it
too.
is right here. You
gotta
can read
whisper
it.
the
Number
First
one.
Amendment. You gotta whisper the First
Oh, I
Amendment.
understand that. I
But I mean,
understand
you
that.
know that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you're here expressing your and we want everybody to have
But
their
it says right here.
right to assemble. Does it
This
have a
shop-
noise ordinance in there?
No.
Okay, this does. Okay, we
Well,
have
this-
amendments to
This
everything.
supersedes,
This supersedes
any laws,
everything.
I would think, doesn't it?
Yes. Okay. Yes. But based off of this, okay, that's why we have the AB, all those sections and all that stuff. It's based off of an amendment, right? Okay. That's why there's articles. That's why there's everything. Sections off here. It started with how many? How many was the Bill of Rights?
Here to call one
A
out.
well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed upon. These are all the amendments, and it still stands.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I took an oath and all that stuff.
Well,
Okay, I'm whether or not I'm for or against you. Okay, I can't give my
believe
opinion.
the money that they're spending on this guy. There's surely
So-
something
It's
better.
not like we're BLM or
No.
Antifa.
Yeah,
You
they,
know,
no, they
I
get
mean,
special treatment.
Yeah, they
just let
get
go.
bailed out of
Well,
jail.
No, no.
Right.
They did. They haven't even been
burn down
criminally
cities and they
charged.
get bailed out of jail.
Yeah, they don't. They run the
But
streets
we're
rampant.
considered criminals.
No one said that. No one said we want
come
to.
on.
What's been your experience personally with BLM or Antifa compared to us?
Well, it wasn't fun. I'll tell you that. Okay?
We are fun.
And I'm not saying that.
We are fun.
I
We're a circus.
I know.
So
We're friendly, peace-loving, God-fearing American people that believe in our Constitution. We're not here to protest. We're here to defend the Constitution.
Actually, we're here to demand the Constitution.
Our constitutional rights.
Be respected, right?
and I
by the
appreciate your
government.
opinion to do that and do that.
Well, it's not an opinion.
Yes, it's not
We're covered by the law.
It's the
We're covered by the law of the
Constitution.
land.
Yeah, the law of the land. Right.
People are tired
Right
of
here.
rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah, right.
You know?
It's
The whole thing with the mask.
It's
and everything,
amazing.
And what he's done to the people of California.
Like Thomas Jefferson said 200 years ago,
My voice
when
isn't
tyranny
shot. I haven't
becomes
even
law,
started yet.
rebellion
So it's
becomes
time for you to
duty.
start
What do
talking.
you want
Jerry.
me? You.
So
I'll
where
read
did I leave
it.
off? I left off right here. You can start with this one right here. SB 1184.
SB 1184 authorizes school health personnel to disclose child's medical info without parents' consent to
Direct violation
of the amendment.
First Amendment rights, the free speech.
This one right here.
God bless you. Joe. Joe. Cynthia.
Hey.
Yeah, I've watched your stream many times, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you've been staying in?
Yeah, we've been.
Oh, to camp up on top?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're top 10. And it's been working out really well. Hi. Hey. Tucker. Tucker.
Down to Houston.